On November 12, 1996, the skies over Charki Dadri, near Delhi, India, witnessed a tragic mid-air collision. Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763 and Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 collided, claiming 349 lives. It remains the deadliest mid-air collision in history. The incident raised serious questions about air traffic control and aviation safety. The collision occurred at approximately 6:40 p.m. local time, as both aircraft navigated the busy air corridor near Delhi. Flight 763, a Boeing 747, was en route from Delhi to Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, with 312 passengers and crew. Flight 1907, an Ilyushin Il-76, was flying from Shymkent, Kazakhstan, to Delhi with 37 passengers and crew. The collision took place at an altitude of approximately 14,000 feet. The impact resulted in the immediate disintegration of both aircraft. The news spread rapidly, sending shock and grief through the families of the victims and the global community. The disaster led to significant changes in air traffic management worldwide. Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763, a Boeing 747, was a seasoned veteran of the skies. It carried a mix of nationalities, including pilgrims, business travelers, and families. The flight crew was experienced and had a clean safety record. Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907, an Ilyushin Il-76, was a Soviet-era cargo plane converted for passenger use. The crew of Flight 1907 was also experienced, but the aircraft's design and operational history became a focus of the investigation. The Boeing 747 was equipped with advanced navigation and communication systems, while the Il-76 relied on older technology. This difference in technology played a crucial role in the sequence of events leading to the collision. Flight 763 climbed to its cruising altitude after departing from Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport. The flight crew had been cleared to ascend to 15,000 feet. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 was descending towards Delhi, also cleared to 15,000 feet. A critical miscommunication regarding the assigned altitude set the stage for the collision. The Ilyushin Il-76 slammed into the underside of the Boeing 747, causing both aircraft to break apart in mid-air. The investigation revealed a series of communication breakdowns that contributed to the disaster. The primary cause was the misinterpretation of altitude instructions by the crew of Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907. The air traffic controller's instructions were not clearly understood by the Kazakh crew, partly due to language barriers. The Boeing 747 used a barometric altimeter, while the Il-76 used a radio altimeter, leading to a fatal discrepancy in perceived altitude. The radar system in use did not provide adequate warning of the impending collision. The lack of clear communication between the airlines and air traffic control authorities further compounded the problem. The tragedy underscored the need for standardized communication protocols and improved training for both pilots and air traffic controllers. The immediate aftermath of the collision was a scene of unimaginable devastation. Wreckage from the two aircraft rained down upon the fields near Charki Dadri. Rescue teams from Delhi and surrounding areas rushed to the scene, but the recovery efforts were hampered by the remoteness of the crash site. The scattered debris and the mangled remains of the aircraft made the task of identifying victims a gruesome process. The Indian Air Force deployed helicopters to assist in the search and rescue operations. The focus quickly shifted from rescue to recovery, as the grim reality of the situation set in. The disaster highlighted the need for improved disaster preparedness and response capabilities. The Charki Dadri mid-air collision had a profound impact on aviation safety regulations. The tragedy exposed critical weaknesses in air traffic control procedures and led to a series of reforms. One significant change was the mandatory implementation of secondary surveillance radar systems at major airports across India. The collision also prompted a review of communication protocols between pilots and air traffic controllers. Training programs for both pilots and controllers were revised to include specific modules on communication skills and cross-cultural awareness. The International Civil Aviation Organization issued new guidelines for air traffic management. The legacy of the Charkhi-Dadri mid-air collision is a somber reminder of the importance of vigilance and continuous improvement in aviation safety.